Hey there, I'm glad you're here. My name is Chris, and this is the Seaver Shoots YouTube channel where my focus is fitness, firearms, and outdoor and preparedness gear. Today, we are talking about a product that just landed on my doorstep this morning. So we're gonna be unboxing it. It is the Caldwell Emax Shadows Pro earbuds. So these are ear pro for the gun range, but they are Bluetooth capable. They come with a charging case and they're very low profile. This may sound like a familiar story from me because I have recently put out a video of the Axil Xcor buds, which I love and I highly recommend. And there will be a link to down in the description if you decide you want to go and check these out. But Caldwell is a contender in this space for me. As you can see, these things are looking pretty low profile. Obviously, I haven't pulled them out of the box yet and tried them because this is an unboxing video. We don't usually do this, but I'm pretty excited about this product, and I'm even more excited to do a solid side-by-side comparison with these guys at some point. So unboxing video now, dedicated review somewhere down the road when I get a chance to actually use these out on the range and in the gym and editing videos, all the places where I use the Xcor buds. And then at some point, we will do a head-to-head comparison, and I'll let you know which of these two options I think is the best. For now, let's get into the features of the Emax Shadows Pro and then pop them out of here. There's a couple features that they highlight on the box: multiple size ear tips as you'd expect, 6-hour runtime, which is exactly the same as the Axil Xcor, rechargeable storage case. That storage case is a little bit different, as you can see here. It gives you the amount of battery life left in the case itself on the front, which is something I super duper appreciate. And then obviously it says blocks damaging noise levels at the bottom. We have our decibel reduction rating, which is 25. Not quite as good as Axil Xcor's 29, but still definitely passable and better than a lot of over-ear ear protection. Those seem to be all of the notable features for this guy as far as what we can see on the box. Before we actually get to unboxing these earbuds and showing you them up close and personal and having me try them out for the first time, I want to talk about this guy, which is the Bluetti EBA3 power station. Now, the cool thing about this, just to give you a brief overview, is that it has all of the features of all the other brands out there. So one that comes to mind is a brand like Jackery or EcoFlow. They all have a similar sized power station to this one with very similar port configurations and everything. But those are going to run you somewhere between $400 and $1,000. This guy's coming in at $300, and you can almost always find it on sale. At one point, I've seen these guys going for about $190. Talking about some of the ports on the front here that I love, obviously, the USB-C 100-watt port that supports fast charging. Use that all the time for my phone and my drone batteries. And then there's this guy up here, this kind of cigarette lightery guy. This supports the use of my paddleboard pump. So when my brother and I go out to film paddleboard content for our other channel, Sons of Seaver, there's a link down in the description if you want to go check that out, we take the EBA3 down to the beachfront with us and the pump, and we can blow up the boards right there. It takes like 5 minutes to blow them up, and then we're out on the water. It takes another like 2 minutes to deflate them with that pump using the EBA3 as our power source, and then we are good to go. There's going to be a dedicated review of the EBA3 on this channel because I think that power stations definitely fit into the preparedness niche, and they are somewhat necessary if you want to be optimally prepared. If you're interested in eventually seeing that video, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. There's also a link down in the description that will take you over to the EBA3 on the Bluetti website, where you can look over all of its features in depth and maybe decide to buy it. I wanted to mention an affiliate that's near and dear to my heart in this video, and that is Lems. This is their Primal Pursuit Mid Waterproof boot, and I love this thing. It is my go-to range boot currently, and it is minimalistic. What I mean by that is it is wide toe box, 0 drop, and has a pretty flexible yet aggressive and protective sole on it. There's going to be a review of this guy on that channel that I have with my brother, Sons of Seaver. Again, link down in the description over to that channel. Also, a link down in the description to head over to the Lems website. There, you can shop around not only for the Primal Pursuit Mid Waterproof, but a whole bunch of other fantastic barefoot shoe options that they have. Let's do some unboxing. I am not much of a tabletop view kind of guy, so as I go along, I will kind of hold things up to the camera so you can see them, but I'm gonna do some B-roll after I do this video to give you some more up close and personal shots of all these things. But I've pulled off the tape tabs that hold this thing together at the top and bottom. Very nice unboxing experience. So this guy just slides away, and here you see that we get this really nice big case that I am probably never going to use to carry these around, and then we have our charging case as well. So let's go ahead and get rid of this super reflective box here. I actually really like this case. It seems very high quality, but this guy chonky. So I guess if you're super interested in keeping this guy pristine and clean, then that might be the way to go. Me, I'm gonna carry it around in this thing most of the time. Let's go ahead and slip the charging case out here and give it a little bit of a look over. So one thing I'm noticing is it's definitely a little bit heftier than the Xcor overall, just a little thicker, but that is okay, doesn't bother me. Still very small. We'll crack her open, and we do have a charge on here, so that's good. I'm hoping we have a charge on the buds as well. Interesting thing, so we also have a charging indicator for how charged up each bud is. So this one says right on the bottom and this one left on the top. So not only does it tell you which ear goes where, if you ever get confused with that for some reason, but it also tells you what the charge level of each of those is, which is important if you're only using one. If you're one of those annoying people who's got the Bluetooth headset in and you're chatting and doing all your business and stuff, and people think you're talking to them when they're looking at you at this side because there's no bud here, and then you turn and you feel like an idiot because they're actually talking into that earbud. That means they can be used independently of each other, which is nice. One interesting thing to bring up with active listening earbuds in general, my experience with them at least, especially with the Xcor, if I have one in and I have the active listening on, it's not that different for me from ear to ear. It just feels like I'm listening with both ears open. So I'll be interested to see if that is the same deal with these guys. But let's pull out the buds themselves now. Nothing particularly graceful in how I'm gonna unbox these. I'm just gonna boop, and out they come. It looks like they have some of the ballistic ear tips, I think that's the proper name, installed, which is pretty cool. We have a little left and right moniker on them, so it does tell you where they go. And as far as I know from looking at the models who wear them on Caldwell's website, this is how they orient, with the little pointers pointing forward. So we are gonna go ahead and give these guys the old shove in the ears. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing already is they're definitely not meant to go as deep as the Xcor buds go. The Xcor buds actually like go pretty far into your ear canal, but I think that's what gives them that 29 dBr rating. So it is what it is. But look at these guys. These guys are super low profile. I like them. They've already gone into pairing mode, but you guys are on my phone. So I'm not actually going to pair them. What I am gonna do, I'm going to try to activate the active listening. If I remember operation correctly, then if I double tap this guy, turns on. I'm gonna say it's not as good quality as the Xcor. I know this isn't meant to be a comparison video, but I have to do something really quick. And that's gonna be taking this guy out. And that's kind of interesting. So having this ear active listening, have this ear actually listening, there's a bit of a significant difference in the way things sound, honestly, as you'd expect for the most part, but we're gonna take this guy out, pop him in there. There is definitely a significant difference. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. And yeah, having this guy in here, it's a little bit more natural sounding. These two working together, so the Xcor in one ear and just my normal ear in the other, it's definitely less weird less of a difference between what I'm hearing out of each ear. Now that said, I want to say the Caldwell sound isn't bad. It's a little robotic though. It has a little bit of a electric twinge to it. It's a hard thing to describe, but I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. It doesn't sound quite true to sound, but it sounds good. I could definitely hold a conversation like this. And sometimes with these things also, your voice sounds weirder to yourself through this kind of apparatus than hearing someone else talk. So if I had someone else here, I'd have them come and chat with me and I'd see kind of what they sound like. So jury's not out yet on that specific thing, but I like these so far. They're relatively low profile, just about as low profile, if not a little less, than the Xcor. I like the sound quality so far. Obviously haven't listened to any music in it, but this is an unboxing video, not a review. So my initial thoughts are these are gonna be fun. These are gonna be fun to use. Last thing I wanna do is I wanna throw these guys in here just to see how they go. Again, there'll be a bunch of B-roll in this video for you guys to show you more up close and personal things like this, but putting that guy in there and this guy. Ooh, they're providing some feedback between the two of them since the active listening was on. But you'll notice that they were doing a little charging dance, and you'll see it here. So you'll see that the right bud is actually less charged up than the left bud, which that's a cool thing to know. But I really liked the way that these snapped in here. I'll see if I can get it for you. Boop. They just fit in there so nicely. It's gonna be fun playing with these guys, having them go head to head against each other. I think this is about as comparable as it gets. And the last pair that I need to get is a pair from Walker. They have a pair of low profile, hearing safe earbuds that are Bluetooth capable and all the things. And I need to get myself a pair of those bad boys, and we will have the hearing protection trifecta when it comes to buds. If you know of any others, let me know down in the comment section, but I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this stuff. Is low profile ear pro something that's important to you or not? Is it something that you look for or not really? Are you fine with your over ear headphones that you use? I will let you know that the little piece that goes over the head here, it does contribute to balding. That has been proven. So just some food for thought. If you're interested in getting away from that, I do have a link down in the description that you can go and get the Xcor and save your hair from leaving you, from getting rubbed off. If I end up liking these, there is a deal on the table that I may become an affiliate with Caldwell as well. Will I be affiliates with both of them? I don't see why not, just because if I like a product and I think it's worth it to somebody, you may like a feature of these ones and not of these ones, or vice versa. So why not give you the options, and there will likely be discount codes for them as well, but we'll see how that goes going into the future. Guys, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Please go check out the affiliates down in the description, and also consider heading over to the other YouTube channel that I have with my brother, Sons of Seaver, and checking out some of the content there. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your view, and as always, I will catch you later.